Once upon a time, there was a young man named Raphael who lived in a small town surrounded by mountains and crystal-clear rivers. Raphael was always known for his contagious smile and his willingness to help others. He was the kind of person everyone liked to have around. With a generous heart, he frequently participated in community actions, helped neighbors and friends in need, and always had a kind word for those who needed it. However, Raphael's life began to change drastically when he faced a series of seemingly insurmountable challenges. It all started when the factory where Raphael worked closed its doors. Without a job and without income, Raphael saw his family go through financial difficulties. Bills piled up and peaceful nights turned into nights of worry and anxiety. Additionally, Raphael began to face health problems. He felt constantly tired and weak, making it even more difficult to find a new job. Raphael felt lost and hopeless. The nights were long and the days were grey. He started to doubt himself and his abilities. His self-esteem was at an all-time low, and he couldn't see a way out of his problems. It was then that on a rainy afternoon, he decided to take a walk in the nearby forest to clear his mind. As he walked, Raphael encountered an old man sitting on a stone with a serene expression on his face. Curious and seeking some solace, Raphael approached and asked if the man lived there. The old man smiled and replied, "My name is Joachim. I usually come here to reflect and find peace. I see you are carrying a heavy burden. Would you like to share your story with me?" Raphael told old Joachim about his difficulties, frustrations, and fears. Joachim listened attentively without interrupting. When Raphael finished, the old man said, "Raphael, let me tell you a story. There was a farmer who every year planted the best corn in his region. He always won prizes at the local fair. One day a reporter asked the farmer what the secret to his success was. The farmer replied, "I share my best seeds with my neighbors." The reporter, surprised, asked why he would do that since they were his competitors. The farmer smiled and said, "The wind carries pollen from one field to another. If my neighbors plant low-quality corn, it will affect the quality of my corn. So, by helping them, I am helping myself." Joachim paused and looked deeply into Raphael's eyes before continuing. "Life is like that cornfield. Sometimes we face storms that destroy our crops, but we can always replant. Helping others and sharing what we have can bring light even in the darkest moments. Never underestimate the power of resilience and solidarity." Raphael reflected on Joachim's words and realized that despite the adversities, he could still make a difference. He decided to use his time and skills to help others in the community. He began organizing work parties to repair houses, offering free lessons on skills he knew, and supporting those who needed a kind word. Over time, Raphael saw his life transform. The gratitude and love he received in return nourished his soul and gave him the strength to continue. His difficulties did not disappear overnight, but he found a greater purpose that helped him overcome the obstacles. While helping others, Raphael also found support. The people in the community came together to help him when they learned about his problems. He received donations of food, clothing, and even job offers. With the community's support and his own determination, Raphael managed to find a new job, and his health began to gradually improve. Raphael became more and more involved in community projects. He organized a community garden that provided fresh food to needy families, created a support group for people going through difficulties, and started giving talks in schools about the importance of solidarity and resilience. His story and actions inspired many in the town, who began to volunteer and help others more frequently. One day, while walking again in the forest, Raphael found Joachim sitting on the same stone. He approached, smiled, and said, "Joachim, your words changed my life. Thank you for showing me that even on the hardest days, we can find strength in our ability to help and be helped." Joachim smiled and replied, "Raphael, life is a cycle of giving and receiving. By planting good seeds, we reap good fruits, and by helping others, we strengthen our own journey. Never forget that. Raphael moved forward, now with a new perspective on life. He learned that even in the most intense storms, we can find a light of hope by helping and allowing ourselves to be helped. Raphael turned adversity into an opportunity for growth and connection, inspiring everyone around him with his resilience and kindness. As the years passed, he became a prominent figure in his town. His story was told in local newspapers, and he was invited to speak at conferences and events about his journey and the importance of community. His trajectory showed everyone that even in the face of the most difficult challenges, it is possible to find a path of overcoming through solidarity and persistence. And now I ask you, are you also going through tough days? Tell me in the comments. In the face of the most difficult challenges, when everything seems heavy and hope disappears, it is important to remember that even the most intense storms eventually pass. These difficult moments may seem endless, but they are only temporary phases in our lives. It is essential to recognize that these difficulties do not determine our future. They are merely temporary parts of a larger story. Each obstacle overcome not only contributes to our personal growth, but also teaches us valuable lessons about resilience and perseverance. Through these trials, we learn to appreciate moments of peace and happiness more. Difficulties shape our character, strengthen us, and prepare us for the future. Furthermore, it is in the most challenging moments that we discover our true inner strength and our capacity to reinvent ourselves. Facing and overcoming these obstacles gives us a new perspective on life and makes us more empathetic to the struggles of others. The journey may be long and difficult, but each step taken and each challenge overcome adds depth to our personal story. Therefore, even in the most difficult times, keep faith and hope. Remember that the storm eventually passes and that after darkness, there is always light. These challenges are just temporary parts of a trajectory full of possibilities, learnings, and achievements. Every difficulty is an opportunity for personal growth and learning. In the darkest moments, we discover our true strength and inner resilience. If you are facing a difficult challenge now, remember that this too shall pass. Life is made up of cycles, and just as night gives way to dawn, difficult periods will eventually be followed by brighter and more promising days. During these trials, we develop new skills, cultivate patience, and gain a deeper perspective on our abilities and purposes. The pain and challenges we experience help us grow and make us stronger and more complete people. With each obstacle overcome, we build a solid foundation of resilience that prepares us for future challenges. Moreover, moments of difficulty teach us to value moments of joy and peace more. By facing adversity, we learn to appreciate the small victories and moments of tranquility that we often ignore. These periods of struggle also strengthen our bonds with others as we seek and offer support, strengthening our connections with friends and family. Believe that just as the dark night is followed by a new day, your current difficulties are temporary and will be followed by times of renewal and prosperity. Use these experiences as valuable lessons that will shape a more resilient and hopeful future. Trust in your ability to overcome challenges and know that each difficulty faced is a step towards a stronger and wiser self. Allow yourself to feel all the emotions along the way, as each one is important in the journey of life. Do not give up in the face of adversity. Face each small advance as a significant achievement. Celebrate your daily victories, no matter how small, as they strengthen your resilience and enrich your personal journey. Commit to change like this video. Let's grow together. Even when life seems unbearable and the future uncertain, keep faith and hope. Remember that the storm does not last forever and that after darkness, there is always light. These challenges are just temporary parts of a trajectory full of possibilities, learnings, and achievements. Every difficulty is a disguised opportunity, a precious chance for growth, learning, and personal strengthening. In the darkest moments, we reveal the true strength and resilience we carry within. If you are facing a difficult challenge now, remember that this too shall pass. Life is made up of cycles, and just as night inevitably gives way to dawn, difficult periods will eventually give way to brighter and more promising days. During these trials, we develop new skills, cultivate patience, and gain a deeper perspective on our abilities and purposes. The pain and suffering we experience are not in vain. They help us grow and become stronger and more complete people. With each obstacle overcome, we build a solid foundation of resilience that prepares us for future challenges. Moreover, moments of difficulty teach us to value moments of joy and peace more. When we face adversity, we learn to appreciate the small victories and moments of tranquility that often go unnoticed. These periods of struggle also bring us closer to those around us as we seek and offer support, strengthening our bonds of friendship and family. Allow yourself to feel all the emotions that arise along the way, as each one is an important piece of the puzzle of life. Do not allow yourself to give up in the face of adversity. Instead, face each small step towards the light as a significant achievement. Celebrate your daily victories, no matter how small they may seem, as they are what strengthen your resilience and fuel your personal journey. You are more resilient than you imagine. Each day faced with courage is a living testament to this inner strength that propels you forward. Do not underestimate the power within you to overcome challenges and rise after falls, for it is precisely in difficulties that your true determination is revealed and your growth is realized. Always remember that you are never truly alone on this journey called life. In challenging moments, there is always someone willing to reach out, listen with empathy, and offer unconditional support. Do not hesitate to seek help whenever you feel the need, for solidarity and love are extraordinary forces that not only comfort us, but also empower us to overcome any obstacles that may arise on our path. Value every gesture of support and care you receive, deeply recognizing the value of the people who stand by your side. Every act of solidarity strengthens the bonds we share, making us more resilient and united. In a world often full of challenges, recognizing and being grateful for human connections are fundamental to nurturing our emotional well-being and strengthening our journey of personal and collective growth. Believe firmly in yourself and in your ability not only to overcome adversity, but to grow and flourish through it. Face each challenge as a unique and valuable opportunity to reinvent yourself and emerge even more resilient and strengthened. Each obstacle faced not only strengthens your determination, but also paves the way for a more promising and rewarding future. Always remember that your journey is unique, and that each step, no matter how arduous, significantly contributes to the construction of your destiny and your personal growth. Fully trust that everything you are going through is shaping a stronger and wiser version of yourself. Facing now is meticulously preparing the ground for the moments of glory and triumph that are destined to come. Life is a complex journey where we constantly experience an alternation between moments of triumph and adversity. It is precisely these challenges that shape our resilience and prepare us to achieve great victories. Although it may seem bleak at times, it is important to remember that there is always a bright light at the end of the tunnel. With patience and persistence, each step taken, no matter how small, significantly contributes to building a solid path toward better days. Each challenge faced not only strengthens our character, but also represents an essential milestone in our journey of transformation and personal growth. Discover strength in the small things in life, whether it's the warm smile of a friend on a grey day, the welcoming hug of a loved one after a long day of challenges, or the serene silence of a contemplative moment in nature. These little joys are like twinkling stars in the vast night sky, gently illuminating your path amid the difficulties of the journey. When obstacles seem insurmountable, take a moment to contemplate what is around you and discover the beauty and gratitude in the small blessings that life offers. The delicacy of a sunrise, the comforting aroma of fresh coffee in the morning, or a simple act of kindness from a stranger. These fleeting moments are treasures that renew the spirit and strengthen the soul, reminding us that life is made up of precious little moments, each with the power to transform our day and our perspective. You are capable of amazing things. Do not let challenges overshadow your vision of the future. Visualize your goals, your dreams, and work one day at a time to achieve them. Resilience is not the absence of difficulties, but the ability to keep moving forward despite them. Every obstacle overcome is proof of your strength and determination. Always remember to prioritize self-care, as it is fundamental to keeping your mind clear and your body healthy in the face of everyday challenges. Regularly find moments to rest, reflect, and nurture your soul with activities that bring you inner peace, such as reading a good book, practicing meditation, or simply taking a walk outdoors. Recognize that you deserve love, care, and compassion, especially from yourself. Allow yourself regular breaks and moments dedicated to self-care, as they are essential not only to recharge your physical and mental energies, but also to strengthen your personal journey and cultivate more positive relationships with yourself and others. Always keep unshakable faith, tireless hope, and unconditional love in your heart. Firmly believe that tomorrow holds even brighter possibilities and that you have the intrinsic power to shape your own reality. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a living testimony to your courage and unwavering resolve. Do not let fear or uncertainty immobilize you. Instead, use these challenges as springboards for personal growth. Stay true to your unlimited potential and your inexhaustible capacity to triumph over any adversity. When facing moments of loneliness, remember that solitude can be a valuable opportunity to reconnect with yourself on a deeper level. Use this time not only to reflect on your goals and core values, but also to explore what truly matters to you. Learn to appreciate your own company and find an inner peace that can only be discovered when we are in harmony with ourselves. Additionally, it is essential to recognize and value the transformative power of gratitude on our journey. Even in the most challenging and complex periods of life, there are always genuine reasons to cultivate this positive feeling. I recommend taking the time to make a comprehensive list of the small and large things you feel grateful for. From modest personal achievements to moments of connection with others, each item on this list can be a powerful reminder of what truly matters. The consistent practice of gratitude not only broadens our positive outlook on life, but also nurtures a deep sense of hope and optimism. By recognizing and appreciating daily blessings, even the simplest ones, we strengthen our ability to face challenges with resilience and determination. Therefore, allow yourself to dive into this transformative exercise that can redefine your perspective and bring greater serenity to your daily life. Facing challenges in life is not just about dealing with difficult moments, but also about seizing precious opportunities to learn and grow personally. Every obstacle you overcome not only offers an important lesson, but also enriches your repertoire of experiences, providing significant value to your personal journey. Firmly believe that every difficulty faced is contributing to shaping your resilience, strengthening your wisdom, and nurturing your capacity for overcoming. This continuous process of learning is not just a necessity, but an essential and rewarding part of life's journey. It ensures that you not only adapt, but transform into an increasingly stronger, more aware, and complete version of yourself, ready to face any challenge the future may bring. When difficult days drag on and seem endless, it is crucial to remember that you have every right and opportunity to seek help. Talking to a trusted friend, an experienced therapist, or a qualified counselor can not only bring clarity to your concerns, but also offer solid and comforting support. Do not carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Sharing your anxieties and challenges with someone can make a monumental difference. It is essential to recognize that there are people around you who genuinely care about your well-being and are ready to extend a helping hand. Remember that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but an act of courage and self-care. Just as we take care of our physical health, it is equally important to take care of mental health. Therefore, do not hesitate to seek the resources and people available to support you on this journey. You are never alone, and there are entire communities ready to offer the necessary support to overcome difficult moments and find paths of growth and personal well-being. You are truly unique, endowed with talents and abilities that are exclusively yours, impossible to be replicated by anyone else. The world not only values, but depends on your unique light and invaluable contribution. In moments of adversity and darkness, it is crucial not to let these circumstances overshadow the radiant brilliance you emanate to the world. Stay firm in your journey, persevering so that your positive impact is felt beyond the momentary difficulties. Continue to shine intensely, even when the challenges seem insurmountable. For it is precisely through your persistence and light that you transform and inspire those around you. Finally, remember that the journey is as important as the destination. Enjoy the small moments, celebrate the little victories, and find joy in the present. Life is a gift, and each day is a new opportunity to do something meaningful and rewarding. Better days will come, and you will look back with pride, knowing that you have overcome another battle. Continue one day at a time, and remember, you are stronger than any storm. Your story is still being written, and the best chapters are yet to come. Stay firm, confident, and know that each difficult moment is just a part of the journey, not the final destination. I am leaving 2 special videos here at the end for you. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.